Welcome back to Chaos Collectibles. All right, so I just got done finishing another custom figure, folks. So I had to take a little bit of time away from posting custom figures. I started working on a couple. I got a couple going right now. But I was so excited about getting the parts for this guy that I just had to finish them. So I got a lot of parts, put them together, and I did a little short of him the other day where he was all primed up. But I just got this sucker finished. So this is my latest orc figure. I call this guy Decapitator. So there is a lot going on with this dude here. And this guy took me a little bit of time to figure out and put together. So let's go first things frickin' first. So I ended up taking this dude, and I didn't even cut the head off this guy, actually. I don't think I did. I didn't. Didn't cut the neck peg off at all. So I ended up sculpting a neck on him over the top of the neck peg, and I drilled out the head. I had to bore the head out to make it work. And then I ended up lining up this back piece here, and it's got two pegs in it. So I had to line it up, and I had to drill holes in this guy's back so that thing snaps into place. In fact, I didn't even glue that part to him. I just snapped that sucker right in there, and it fits really good. So that's really exciting. And then what I ended up doing from there is I primed them all up, primed up all the parts and everything. Ended up repainting this guy. And then what I did is I ended up Mod Podging them before I put them all together. So the trickiest part of this whole thing was trying to figure out what I was going to do down here for the waist part, because I just didn't want him to have all this cool stuff up top and have him be kind of, plain on the bottom. So I ended up taking a Death Dealer belt, had some fur, cut a piece off, glued it to the belt after I primed it, repainted it. But I think he turned out pretty freaking cool. He's got those two heads there. Let's take a look at those. Ended up repainting those with all the details and stuff in them. The eyeball on that one. Eye on this guy. It's hard to see the details in that eyeball, but I did quite a bit of work to the iris, painting the lines that kind of go out, outside of it. There is a little white reflective dot in that eye there too, but I don't think the camera's really picking it up. But a lot of painting detail work went into this sucker. And I ended up gluing these into the back here. I glued this top piece on, but it's not down really good. I may have to re-glue it somehow. And his head is fixed. I mean, there's no room for his head to turn anyways the way that it is. But this is the Decapitator. One of my favorite, one of my more extravagant frickin' custom figures. And I'm really happy with the way that this guy turned out here. I think he turned out pretty frickin' cool. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, and I ended up talking to a buddy of mine through Facebook, and he was wanting me to do him a commission figure. So I'm kind of going against what I said. We worked everything out price-wise and everything. So I am going to start working on that for him. Buddy Moondog. So I'll get his going. And I hope to have that finished up maybe next weekend, if all goes well. That is the plan. But this is Decapitator, folks. And once I get his done, I will put it on here. and show it to you. Although it is going to be a remake of one that I've done. There may be some slight variances to it. We'll see how it turns out. But I ended up making his eye bloodshot there too. So what I did to do that was I painted the entire eye. And then I ended up getting some blood red. Put it with that Liquitex. Put a drop on there. And just let it spread out. And it kind of gave it like a bloodshot look. But it looked really pink around the edges. So I ended up getting the red. And I kind of drew around it over the top of the pink a little bit. To make it look a little cooler. But this is Decapitator. I think he turned out pretty freaking awesome. A lot of details in this freaking costume design here. So I'm pretty happy with the way this guy turned out here. You know, with the 3 heads and everything, there was a lot of painting that went into them. But yeah, there you have it, everybody. Latest Chaos custom figure, Decapitator. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I hope you all have an awesome day. Until next time. Woo!